Excuse me, you are going to have dinosaurs in your dinosaur video?
That's all I had. All right. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah, be very careful. That looks like looks like a crinkled dick.
I'll just hold it. I'll just hold it like this.
I'll leave that in. All right, so going into this movie, if you watched the trailer, you got to see the movie. And then every shot in the trailer is essentially stolen from the end of the movie, all 25 seconds, with a lion, the, what are the flying things called, Matt?
Pteranodons, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing, okay? I might have said this in another review, but those things were in Jurassic World, yeah? Mm-hmm. Everything's all decrepit. They would have gotten out 3 years ago. Why? And I don't think they were on the 11 species list. So they just all of a sudden escape at the end of the Lockwood Manor and they all just wreak havoc in Vegas.
Yeah, they decide, of all places to fly to, through the desert into Vegas. Why?
Lights? I don't know. They wanted to go gambling?
Yeah.
They wanted to see Godzilla. Or the Mewtwo or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just break the movie down from the beginning. It opens up. There's a submarine going into the Mosasaurus tank to retrieve the Indominus Rex bone so they can get DNA out of it, which they already have the DNA because they are the scientists who made the Indominus Rex, so they don't really need to go get a bone underwater.
It did confuse me.
But for theatricality effect, and so a Mosasaurus could eat a submarine, they do it.
Yeah.
And very artistically, too.
Was it, and I'm asking this literally, was it because they were making a prototype endoraptor and they needed more DNA to make others?
I think that's bullshit, because if you already have a DNA, you just clone it, done.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah.
It's like all this shit's made in the lab anyway.
Yeah.
Why do you need to go back and risk all these people's lives? Even though they say, the guy's like, everything in here is dead already.
That's
like,
is
maybe.
that a risk you want to take with an 800-foot shark? I don't know. Yeah. All right. So the first 30 minutes of this movie sort of feels like a real movie. It feels like a Jurassic World movie, and then after that, the movie goes to a mansion, and it doesn't feel like a real movie anymore. Nothing happens. The pace completely stops.
I think it's two movies. You have like a really fast-paced first half-ish or whatever, maybe 40 minutes where the island stuff is. And it just slows the hell down in the mansion stuff. Yeah. It's just like, okay, well, what movie am I seeing here? Like, what are we trying to go for here?
Yeah, it's like they try for 30 minutes, the volcano erupts, they leave the island, they go to a big mansion, and that's just what every kid wants to see when he watches a dinosaur movie. Let's just watch the dinosaurs walk around in a basement of a mansion for the next 90 minutes.
Let's watch Clue with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
He killed him in the bedroom with a pillow.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the other thing I wanted to talk about was Eli Mills, who's already a rich, wealthy man, but his whole scheme is he wants to take dinosaurs off the island, put them in his basement to auction them off, and then kill an old man, Commodus style from Gladiator, for more money.
Yeah, it was just so like, why is this the direction this movie's taking? Like, I mean, I don't feel like anyone went to the film wanting to see that. I understand, like, you know, surprising your audience or being unexpected in some way, but I honestly, I've never seen even Jurassic Park 3, I wanted to watch again. I really don't feel like watching this thing. I know I will, it's like in a couple of years or something, I'll give it another shot, but I've never left a Jurassic Park film just so completely 100% underwhelmed.
Well, I just remember when we were stuck at the mansion for 90 minutes, I couldn't believe this is where they decided to put this movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's even a Lego set that you can buy of the Lockwood Mansion. Why?
I didn't open it, though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's small.
eBay it immediately, Matt. Like,
it might become
kid
rare.
wants that? Like, I want to buy a mansion for my Jurassic Park toys
It
to
might
play.
become rare as a result.
I'm not going to lie. It looks really cool, and I would unbox it if I liked the movie a lot.
Okay, I want to talk about another topic. Clones.
No, we don't.
We have to do it.
Are we talking about episode 2 here?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Clone Army.
Yeah.
Django, welcome back. Here's Maisie.
Well, okay, so we have a little clone girl now who was created in a tube,
and she's not human, just like the dinosaurs. She was created, and so were they. So now that gives her a right to cause chaos and mass extinction and release dinosaurs into the public.
Yeah, I remember when we were watching at the screening, I was just like, and then I was hearing you like going, oh. And afterwards, you're like, what did you think? I was like, I don't know if I like that much. And you're like, yes, thank you, God!
Yeah, I was hoping you hated it as much as me.
I remember exactly what you said. You went, okay, good.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, good.
That was it.
I was like, yeah.
Because I think there's a difference between being like a really big fan or a fanboy and then like just accepting like, no, this isn't that great, instead of just shilling it out, you know?
Right. I mean, like, you expect what you love to be good because you know how good it can be.
Exactly.
And that's how
even
I
when
felt
it comes to toys, like,
right.
For movies especially. The last one was enjoyable, but Fallen Kingdom, it could have gone any different direction you wanted, and the trailers made me seem like a film that wasn't what we got. It was something maybe more epic, but instead we're going to save that epicness for the next one, which is the movie Colin really wanted to make.
That's what I read in his interview. At Uprocks was the site.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about how he needed 2 movies to earn it, and I was thinking to myself,
Ugh.
so you made 2 films to make another one? Like, are these just placeholder films?
Yeah,
know?
they're stepping stone movies. They're just a reason to make some more money, and
Especially Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of cool seeing the first one, the park operational.
Yeah.
Something nice.
Yeah.
Something new.
Something new, something different. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, it's like it's the movie. It feels like you get 30 minutes of a real movie, and then once they get to the mansion, it's done. It stops. Nothing progresses for 90 minutes. They auction off some dinosaurs for $10 million, which, by the way, seems very underpriced. The Batmobile right now, the Adam West Batmobile, costs $3 million.
Hey, there you go. I said this in my spoiler review. I said the budget of the movie is $170 million. The total price of the dinosaurs is like $120.
Yeah.
Tell me this movie made by Universal costs more than buying real dinosaurs?
We have here the endoraptor, craziest, greatest creature ever. What, $20 million?
Oh,
20
no.
millions.
Yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon.
I know
characters.
House is more than $20 million.
Yeah, exactly.
You're telling me this the dangerous creature in the face of the earth with a laser pointer, which you can talk about here, but
Oh, the laser pointer.
God.
That was something I forgot to mention. She, like, at the end, when she finds out, like, hey, I can use this laser sight gun to
I just
like,
think of Toy Story.
yeah, right. To, like, aim it at Chris Pratt. She aims it directly at him. She doesn't even try to, like, aim it
tree.
at the... Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll target him first because I know nothing else will work. I'm like, what if you tried, like, the mailbox over there?
That car that's running away.
Instead of directly at the child and the man that you really like. You're like, what the hell?
You just kissed them 10 minutes ago, or whatever.
That's the other thing, the couple. It's like they're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. It's just who
Chris
cares?
Pratt and Claire.
Yeah.
Well, them as characters this time around, they were written terribly. They're both really inept and lack any logic. They're both just there to run away from dinosaurs.
Yeah, it was total blockbuster rather than like any kind of development at all.
And
Yeah.
Claire is an awful human being. I mean, she's almost the worst villain the movie has. I
She
mean,
was this close to pressing that button.
She was. She was going to press... Not even to mention, she wants to save the dinosaurs. In the first movie, she wants to create dinosaurs, genetically engineer them to get more tourists to come there. And now she's about humanity and saving the species.
Yeah.
And I like how the antagonist Mills, at one point at the end of the movie, and I was so happy they did this because they used some common sense for 4 seconds in this movie, he calls her out and says that, why are you trying to save the dinosaurs? You're as bad as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my favorite scene, I think, or at least my favorite moment. Because he just drills into her, like,
Yeah.
you authorize the Indominus Rex. Oh, and you piece of shit. Like, what do you think your training raptors is going to be used for? Like, you have any foresight?
Oh,
I love that. That was great.
The training the raptors plot comes back.
Yeah, and Colin Trevorrow said that wasn't, like, that was going to die in Jurassic World. So, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it. I liked it in the first film. A lot of people didn't like it.
I still hate it. Let's train velociraptors to go into caves to fight terrorism.
I don't like that idea, but I
yeah.
liked him just like, hey, catch this rat. Chase after that pig, but hold off when I say so. That's cool.
That'd be okay.
But militarized raptors, yeah, that's
zoo type.
That's why Hoskins died, because that idea is bad. Boom, done. But then now they're doing it again. Like,
Yeah.
could have thought of something else.
Yeah, it's almost like they retcon things. Like, for instance, you mentioned Claire. Yeah. Like, in the first one, she's all about the dinosaurs in her park. And then in the second one, all of a sudden, she's an animal rights activist. They did the same thing with Blue. Blue had a bit of viciousness in the first, and in this one, he's like a superhero.
Yeah.
He's kind of a puppy dog in this one, Blue. He's just Whatever Owen does, he does and follows.
Except like one time, like the treat, she hit it. You know, that was a cool moment. I was like, cool, they're gonna have this back and forth tug. Nah, she just shows up and kills the endoraptor in like 10 seconds or whatever at the end. Just like, yeah, whatever. Like at least Jurassic World had a really cool like Indominus Rex, Raptor, T-Rex battle, and the camera swung around and everything.
Yeah.
That was great. But this one was just like, oh, we're gonna pretend that the Indoraptor's hand's here and the glass falls down. Oh, it's gonna fall through the glass.
Well, then the Indoraptor opens doors now and walks around like Nosferatu with his long fingers in the little kids' bedrooms.
I tweeted about this. It can't smell. Like,
oh yeah.
The first time we see it in the mansion all loose is when the guy, you know, shown in the trailer, like you said earlier, guy, I was like, oh, who's that gonna be? Oh, it's the Indoraptor, because the camera swings around. It's right above them on the Triceratops skull, just like looking around, like, you're a predator. I'm a human being. Predators, you know, like cheetahs, I'm assuming can smell, like sharks can smell in water, like miles away, blood. Like, you tell me Indoraptor, the deadliest creature ever, right below its prey, 4 feet, can't smell them.
Stupid.
It goes to the floor and smells them in another scene. It can't smell like Maisie or some shit.
Doesn't Muldoon say in the first Jurassic Park the raptors can smell you like a mile away or something like that?
Probably, but that was the first Jurassic Park and it was awesome. So I mean,
well,
I feel like
that's the only one Trevorrow cares about.
Well, according to the first Jurassic Park, all the dinosaurs are supposed to die of lysine deficiency within a week without injections. So,
but then the Sorna, because not to go off topic, but Sarah Harding, you know, there's a line in there where she talks about like the lysine deficiency. So they actually talk about that in the second movie.
Yeah.
But it feels like the first one, even though velociraptors are actually 3 foot tall, feathered dinosaurs, blah blah. Like the first one tried to go as much science as possible, and then it seems like now they're just going like less and less science with each movie.
Yeah.
It became like a comic book superhero movie at some point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hated how they would let you in on something that's about to happen before it happens. They do it twice. With Lockwood, before he suffocates him with the pillow, he like over dramatically looks like away from him all evil and grabs a pillow.
Yeah, there's an insert shot of the pillow.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh no.
They could have not shown that and just cut to the little girl discovering him dead, and then we realize with her, oh wow, he killed him. The other thing is, when the Indoraptor is on top of the glass and it almost falls through the hole, they show you the spikes that it eventually gets impaled on before
it's like
happens.
a point of view.
Yeah.
So you're just waiting for him to fall on him.
Yeah, R. Mills didn't really need to kill the old man. Like that didn't even need to happen.
Why did that happen? Was it because he didn't want
call the police?
Yeah, he didn't
turn
want
yourself in. Yeah, like he's gonna do that. You know.
And that's the other thing. I know this is so nitpicky. Why didn't anyone call the police?
They're all
the
bad
whole time.
buyers.
They could have just, hi, there's dinosaurs on the loose. Okay. Goodbye.
I don't know. What would the police have done anyway? Just been more bodies to eat, I guess.
Hey, at least it would have added another element to the movie. I don't know.
That was another thing. It's like bloodless. It was just so not gritty. It had no balls. It was just.
Well, yeah, when Ted Levine's arm gets ripped off by a dinosaur and there's no blood,
and
question
you see it always from this angle. Like, this is his arm. Like the camera's here.
Oh,
you never even see the stump or anything.
When I saw, I unfortunately, thanks to the wonderful people of the internet, knew that he died that way. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's so gory and blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait for this," because I was expecting Jaws: The Revenge. When at the big opening, that was blood. That traumatized me a little bit as a kid. That was some crazy shit.
That scared me too when I was little.
Yeah. So I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be good." PG. I keep on hearing how dark this movie is. And I saw it, I'm like, "Well, I didn't even. What the? You framed it from this side. What are you doing? All right, let's see this. Wait, what? There's no blood. You don't see no stump or nothing."
And to add insult to injury, before that even happens, where his arm gets ripped off, you have the Indoraptor smile and wink at the camera as to tell the audience, "Hey, I'm gonna eat this guy's fucking arm."
I'm gonna say that's the jump the Mosasaurus moment of this movie.
Yes,
because that was just like it just smiled.
Yeah,
it fucking smiled.
That's when you knew the movie no longer cared.
Oh man,
it was there to please audiences who want to watch a boring CGI dinosaur movie. I guess I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, I have a question for you when you're done.
Okay, good. Just real quickly, I didn't hate it as much as you guys because like my dog. When I would pet her, she would like smile a little bit, so I didn't hate it that much, but I didn't really like love it. Like, what was your question?
My question is, the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World has raptor in it.
Mm-hmm.
How is the Indoraptor, the Indominus Rex, and the raptor if the Indominus
Yeah,
Rex
isn't that a funny
already
question?
has the raptor in it.
I really don't have an answer for you except that they just, when Hoffman says, imagine this, fraction of the size. So they just shrunk it down. Okay. They called it endoraptor. They put it in black and made it like
bulletproof.
Finds a way.
Yeah, that's right.
It's such a cool looking design, and all it does is just like run around some hallways.
It's a really cool design. One thing I didn't like, the Indominus Rex had like a very unique roar that I could hear it play in my head afterwards.
True. Yeah.
This one I really didn't. I couldn't like. That's a cool design, but like, what do you do? Like besides laser pointing, I can't hear like the Indominus Rex can hear like in my ear. Not just because I had a toy of it, it was electronic, but
yeah, I mean. The thing is, it's hard to make a boring dinosaur movie when you have a $150 million budget, but somehow this movie finds a way to do it. And it's so disappointing. It's like, how do you make these things boring? I'm sorry here.
Don't worry, it's not broken. It's okay.
Here's my pitch. Why didn't the Rich Mills character have a large zoo, Utopia,
That'd be cool.
in America? That's where we're taking the dinosaurs. We're going to keep them there, maybe sell them, take their DNA, make militarized velociraptors, whatever. But then in that environment, this large zoo-like dome, they escape there, and now we have a bigger area to do unique things in different settings. You can have waterfalls, you have the woods. You don't just have hallways and old men sleeping.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can build off of that because I love Lost World because it's adventurous. We see different, even Jurassic Park, we see different areas. Jurassic Park 3 was boring because it's just jungle for the most part. Yeah. This film, just like you said, a mansion, just like, what's that do to me visually? Like, where's the wonder and awe like Spielberg as a kid? You know, like it's just like, all right, whatever. It's a haunted house movie. Oh.
Yeah, you could do a lot with like a person that's a villain, a bad like a slasher movie or something in a mansion like that. But you put a giant dinosaur in those hallways and it's just like stomping through, looking through doors. It's like, how do you spend the last half of your movie doing that and like make that be the movie?
Yeah, it's like a setting for Home Alone. You put paint cans up above the stairs for the wet bandits, but not for like an Indominus Rex or something. The sticky bandits. Well, that's the second movie. Yeah. We're going back to the original.
I like the second one though. Go ahead.
All right, so speaking of the characters, you had Claire, you had Owen, and they're completely unlikable this time.
Yeah.
They're detrimental to what's happening. They're just there. And the only character who lacks common sense throughout every single one of these movies is Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum. But he's only in the movie for 23 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a glorified cameo, basically. They had all this promotional material, like, Ian Malcolm's back, and we're like, okay, cool.
Jeff Goldblum's here. Jeff Goldblum's, oh, yeah.
He's in a courtroom, and he has barely any effect on the plot, and he could be removed from the movie, and nothing would change, really.
No, it's just a voiceover, essentially.
Like, universally, Jurassic Park fans agree with Ian Malcolm. That he's right, that he this is dangerous. Wielding this technology is dangerous. We're always sort of on his side and like, yeah, look, the voice of reason amidst all the chaos, and he loves chaos. And so we have this movie beginning with Ian Malcolm saying, no, they should go extinct, and that should be the end of it. This is nature correcting our mistake. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And then we watch the whole rest of the movie with two main characters who don't agree with that. And I'm like, I don't agree with you guys, and you're our main characters.
Well, at one point, Owen's character does agree with it for like 8 seconds.
Yeah, in the bar.
And then he's like, nah, whatever, I don't care. My logic's out the window. Let's go to the island again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that bar scene, it reminded me of the bar scene in Jurassic Park 3.
I can write any kind of number on this check with Dr. Grant.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
What was it called? Kirby's
Paint and Tile Plus.
In Westgate. Dad.
Exactly.
Do you remember with the previous installments, some of the biggest complaints were, how did the kid use batteries to make his camcorder work?
The D-cell batteries.
And Ian Malcolm's daughter doing acrobatic moves to beat up dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Those were the biggest complaints.
Now we have human hybrid clones.
We have a little clone girl.
And they're dividing, the fan base. Because I'm on the side right now. I'm like, I don't like that. And there's the other side, oh, fine. I'm like, all right, whatever.
All right, so, since we're complaining, are there any other complaints you guys noticed? I know Matt is the expert when it comes to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I try to be, yeah. Site B, yeah.
Ooh, Site B.
We at least us two, we love Lost World.
Love it.
Love that film.
Love it.
I like it.
Even if it's got some errors or people say, oh, gymnastics scene, blah, blah.
It's 12 seconds.
Yeah, let me say something. I don't think I said it on camera anywhere. When I was, 8 years old, I saw it in the theaters. And people clapped during that scene. Like, Spielberg put that in there for a reason, people. But I guess there is no Lost World or Jurassic Park 3 canon for these new Jurassic World movies.
Isla Sorna apparently doesn't exist.
You brought up a great point afterwards. You're like, the sanctuary, wait a minute, the dinosaurs off of Nublar in California and whatever. What about Sorna? I was like, I think they retconned it. You're like, no, they didn't. I was like, I think they did.
Really? Just completely erased it from...
I mean,
canon.
technically, I believe it is in canon, but they just don't want to... They're pretending like they didn't happen. And I'm just like, okay, why?
Or there's some kind of unexplained, or they didn't explain it in the script of Jurassic World that they took all the dinosaurs from Sorna to Nublar.
That's what... Okay, so I looked up the official canon, and it does say... And it's just some wiki page.
Mm-hmm.
It says that, before Jurassic World construction was completed, they moved the dinosaurs from Sorna to Nublar. That's what the canon says. But that still means that Sorna exists. And I looked at a map, because I'm a huge fucking nerd.
Yes.
I looked at a map, and it said between Nublar and Sorna is 120 miles. So just move them back. So it's far away from the volcano.
Sure. Yeah, where is the sanctuary? Was it Sorna? Like, I have an island.
It's closer than the rich guy's mansion.
Mr. Lockwood, I've been meaning to waste you so much. Yes, I'll do the dinosaurs for you. Yes. We need Blue. Why? We need her DNA.
You know what? This is like the sort of like Lost World, fanboy in me. But the whole time they kept showing the tip of that photo, that before he pulled it out of the book, I kept thinking, could that be like Ian Malcolm's kid with Julianne Moore?
Yeah, I was thinking Laura Dern's kid or something like that. Yeah.
Nope. She's a clone.
Yeah, she's just a clone. Because why not? Why not just throw a clone in there? I would have rather seen a half hybrid dinosaur mixed with human DNA instead of a... Would you not rather watch that than a little girl screaming throughout this movie, running around, and then destroying humanity by pushing a big red button?
And now her parents are Owen and Claire.
As everyone just watches her do it.
Into the sunset.
Like, it's okay, you're going to do it, but, no big deal. The T-Rex is going to go eat a little kid in a park somewhere.
Right.
Go ahead and push that button.
Yep.
Yeah. Inevitably, children are about to be murdered by dinosaurs.
Yes.
More and we're all just very excited about it. Apparently.
Can't wait, yes. Yay.
Yeah. Terrible idea.
Wonderful idea. We need a third movie.
And
$1 billion.
Well, I hope it's better than the first or second movie that we just got.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of annoying characters that you want to watch get eaten alive brutally and just gush blood and be shared by other predators, the nerdy hipster kid in the film, who works at a call center, his job is plugging in wires and making phone calls. They take him to the island to capture dinosaurs, and he screams the entire time.
Is it T-Rex?
And
oh my god.
What was the character's name?
Oh,
Franklin
Webb.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah, his last name is Webb. How original.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What website? I get it.
Oh my god.
But he never dies. They don't do it. They never give
Will
us
he
that.
die?
No, no important human characters really
It's true.
die.
Well,
Why?
It's true.
Also, I don't think not one kid has died in a Jurassic Park film. Like truly kid.
Like a young kid?
You're right.
Yeah.
I guess the closest thing was the guardian woman in the last one who got tossed around by the pteranodons.
Oh yeah, that's the youngest person.
Yeah.
Besides
probably?
that, even I would say Justice Smith's character is probably younger than her. But yeah, that's the youngest person.
Well,
and the first female to die too. Anyway.
In the Lost World, the opening scene with the little girl on the beach.
That's true. But she doesn't die.
She doesn't die, but
Yeah.
I almost feel like they tacked in. Well, she's recovering in the hospital. I
Maybe.
feel like they tacked that in. She should have
Could
died.
have been, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Kathy, darling, what you ready?
We just want to see kids die in
Kathy?
Jurassic Park movies. That's all.
That's all we need.
That's all you need.
Hard R.
I would love a rated R Jurassic Park
I would love
movie.
to make one.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Because money, I guess.
If Deadpool can be rated R, you have rated R horror films making a ton of money,
I
like
don't
The
think
Conjuring.
Probably not.
Spielberg will never let it happen.
But he'll let garbage like this exist?
I guess so. That's what I
yeah.
want to know. Do you think Spielberg read that draft?
I don't think
mean,
anyone
I don't
read
know.
it.
I just
Yeah.
feel like there's so much in it that
Yeah.
could have been taken out and it wouldn't have affected the story at all. And that's like first draft problems.
Or maybe it was included because apparently there's 30 to 40 minutes of deleted footage.
Could be.
And then that people were saying like, oh, I want an extended cut. Bayona, whoever's watching, please watch. Trevorrow, Universal, somebody. if you're not gonna do extended cut for the home release, please just give us the deleted scenes. Like apparently there's a Dilophosaurus that was cut, some other character stuff. I don't know, because my issues was it moves so fast, and I don't care about any of these people. Like not even Claire and Owen. I give a rat's ass if they got eaten by a T-Rex or some shit. Like I want to see like just some more setup. Like Ken Wheatley's Ted Levine. Oh, my necklace. Who cares? Like
My dino tooth necklace.
like, like I'm Ken Wheatley. Where's the raptor wrangler? That's all the exchanges. That's all he gets to say, and he shoots Owen. That's it. Oh, my necklace, endoraptor. Oh, shot from the other side.
Yeah.
He's in the movie to free the endoraptor.
Yeah,
That's why his character's there.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, and to make a necklace. Like you said, man, it's the movie, the characters you don't care about, and that's my biggest gripe is if you don't care about the characters, you don't care about the dinosaurs, and the movie just doesn't work.
It's just dinosaurs, no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the first movie. You like everyone in that movie. Even if they're not likable, they're at least charismatic. In this movie, everyone's so one note and intentionally written terrible.
You talked about in your video how, the whole lunch scene, and they all have an exchange. That's called a setup.
Yeah.
Like, there was no setup to these people. Like, Zia was on the phone, a paleo vet who's never touched a dinosaur in her life, is on the phone, and like, oh yeah, and then, you plug in cords. Like, that's our characterization, is one line exchanged between each other.
And then she's doing blood transfusions
Yeah,
between different dinosaurs.
There Jurassic Park, there is a scene where they discuss a round table of the idea of the park working for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
It's
entertaining.
fascinating.
Yeah.
And it's
Like,
entertaining.
yeah.
Not just getting their insights as people, but
Yeah. It's like Jurassic Park is a well-written film with intriguing characters and an intriguing plot. It's not just like I rewatched it recently on 4K, and there really isn't that much dinosaur in it compared to like The Lost World or Jurassic Park 3 or the Jurassic World movies. It's really much more character, and it's not just because of the fact that they were experimenting with CG. That movie was really well written. This movie, like you said, it's just people that run from dinosaurs. It's basically like in JP3. It was just like a thriller in a forest somewhere.
Yeah.
It's almost numbing.
Yeah.
Who wrote Jurassic Park? David Koepp. Who wrote Lost World? David Koepp. Who wrote Jurassic Park 3? Not David Koepp. Jurassic World? Not David Koepp. Fallen Kingdom? Not David Koepp.
So you just heard us complain about this movie. Thank you for watching. And do you guys have any positives with the movie? I would say there's a few good scenes on the island. Suspenseful.
I thought the animatronic blue when they were
Yes.
doing the surgery thing was great. It reminded me of the animatronic baby T-Rex in Lost World.
Yeah.
Really, really convincing. There's a few action scenes that are okay. Like the... there's a few okay parts.
I like
the opening scene's all right.
the opening scene's good. I also like the scene where Owen and Claire are trying to get the blood from the T-Rex in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's fun and
okay.
entertaining.
That was okay.
It was an okay moment.
I thought it was well directed and it was well lit and
That's true.
shot. I
That's true.
I thought this movie was way better directed than the first one.
Agreed.
It was like legit film. Monster Calls was a masterpiece to me, and I actually tweeted Bayona. I was like, if Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom fails, it's not going to be because of Bayona, and he favorited it.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder what he was thinking when he favorited that. If he was like, yeah.
I at least did that. It's not my fault the script was shit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely a better looking movie than Jurassic World.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like shots actually have movement.
Yeah, there's a little bit of color to it. It's not all saturated in blue
It's
and
not
green.
just reverse shot over and over again.
Yeah, so... Alright guys, so that's our spoiler-filled thoughts on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It wasn't a good movie, unfortunately, but hey, maybe the next one will be. I have no hope for it, but hopefully it is good. As always, make sure you check out Matt's channel, link down below, and Chris's channel, link down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and remember, life finds a way.
Kind of. Not for this movie.
Not for this movie.